Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. And I kind of inferred yesterday that there would be more stuff coming, that it's going to be a busy couple of days. And yes, it is. And yes, I am in the Poconos. You see trees behind my head. I received a lawyer letter from the attorney known as Bernard V. Kleinman, PLLC. I guess it was supposed to reach me on my birthday on July 30th. The email got me the following week. I got the actual physical letter that Monday, and it was basically C&D with huge demands. And it quotes videos that I don't know who was smoking what when they watched it. I'm pretty sure the lawyer never watched these videos. I suspect that Justin didn't either. But in any case, they make claims that aren't part of these videos, or maybe they're just linked to the wrong ones. I don't know. But the revelations last night that subpoenas went out to Don Somora, Wizard Tower Games, and Michael Hovermale makes my C&D even more interesting. Now, I wasn't even acknowledging it. And by the way, I'll follow this up with a blog post later so you can document and get the copy of the letter. The anonymous letter that was apparently sent by somebody with knowledge of this letter, the anonymous email, demanding I check into Don. This letter, it's this part is not the highlight. Is that the proper terminology? Sure, that's not the highlight that we're caring about. You know, this law firm represents just LaNasa TSR hobbies. If you are represented by legal counsel, please direct this letter to your attorney and have your attorney contact this office with all deliberate speed. All right, we're a month later. This firm has been engaged to investigate and take whatever legal action is necessary against yourself and other individuals who may have distributed on various internet sites and through emails to third parties unwarranted, defamatory, and slanderous statements harmful to my clients, both in their professional and personal capacities. Okay. Interesting. Okay. It says that I've defamed. Listen, you can't defame a person who does a great job defaming himself. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to that opinion. But let's move on past the links to YouTube videos that don't say what they claim they say. We'll go beyond that. We're going to go on to the point where the lawyer says, this is what I need to do. On behalf of Miss LaNasa, TSR Hobbies, and all affiliated entities, I must immediately do the following. Cease and desist your unlawful defamation of the above referenced parties. Well, we all pretty well know my opinion of Justin. And I think Justin's opinion of me is pretty well documented too. I mean, he has a card, right? Tenkarian giver in his card game. So, when we go to court, that's going to come up too. It's like, well, this is going both ways, right? But in any case, this is the part that I find very interesting. Provide counsel herein with a complete list of all parties to whom this defamatory story, along with any others. So basically anybody I've talked to in a personal capacity or as a reporter or as an investigator when it comes to TSR, LaNasa, Dungeon Hobby Shop Museum, any of that stuff, like the Star Frontiers, to whom this defamatory was distributed or any other similar communications, be they in writing, by email, oral communications, or any other method of communication. Okay, so if I spoke to somebody about TSR on the phone, I am supposed to, or voice chat, I'm supposed to give this lawyer, oh, I spoke to X, I spoke to Y. Why? Are we looking to build a list of potential witnesses in the Woods of the Coast case? It looks like that to me. Maybe not to this lawyer, because this lawyer probably has no clue.
Unleash the Cling Man.
I believe that this lawyer, hey, Justin paid a couple $100 to get a lawyer letter, as he likes to call it, and threatened to sue me. I'm not going to pronounce it like he spells it, but in any case, and that's an observation, by the way. The fact that Justin cannot spell is an observation. That is a statement of fact. Don't even need opinion on that one. Take me to court. We'll have to prove it. Won't be hard. Notify all parties to whom his communications have been made that they are being retracted, and that the inferential statements made therein regarding Ms. LaNasa and TSR hobbies are false. I can't say that. You know why I can't say that? Because I'd be lying. I bring receipts. I know Justin hates it when I bring receipts. I know it. Justin, I am not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I bring receipts. It's how I was taught as an investigator to document everything. Now, I will say that my organizational skills are probably the best. It might take me, 20, 30 minutes to find something that I need from, I don't know, a year and a half ago, a screenshot or whatever, but I'll find it. It's there. Okay? There are much more organized people that do this. I am not one of them, but trust me, I keep receipts. It isn't hard. It isn't hard. Provide counsel herein with prompt written assurance within 10 calendar days, and that you shall cease and desist all such further activities from further defaming Ms. LaNasa and TSR Hobbies' character and reputation. I can't help his character and reputation or TSR Hobbies' character and reputation. They take care of that on their own. I might highlight their faux pas, their mistakes, but they do that on their own. So I can't retract stuff. It's like, hey, I'm sorry that Justin comes across as illiterate. I can't fix that. I can't retract that because it is truth. So, and last but not least, reimburse our client for their full and complete legal expenses and all future fees, expenses, costs, and disbursements associated with this matter. Yeah. I don't give a blank check. Honest to God, if Justin truly desires to open up another front, this CD has already been forwarded to Wizards of the Coast, but I will make sure that they have a physical copy of it. But if Justin truly desires to have legal action against me, I've sort of spoken to an attorney. And besides the defense that, truth is the ultimate defense, there's another little piece here that is interesting. It's a civil matter. So in a civil matter, I would not have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Justin LaNasa has control over the troll accounts. I mean, no, I can prove. By the way, Justin, I have sources, right? Just so you know, my sources are willing to provide testimony and evidence that the early troll accounts were most surely, Twitter accounts, were surely under your control or the control of people that worked for TSR Hobbies. Think about that. So I can prove that with testimony. And I can show that most likely the later troll accounts are the same because they follow the same pattern. They follow the same spelling, the same grammar, the same name calling, the same attacks. I don't have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt with those. I just need a preponderance of the evidence. So, Justin, I'm going to explain what that means to you. All right? Preponderance of the evidence means basically 51%. You believe, yeah. It's more likely than not. So, Justin, I know you believe that you have this wall of immunity up. You don't. Again, I've spoken with legal counsel. My legal counsel told me right away, yeah, there's nothing private about this letter. Go share it and have fun because this thing is so full of holes. It is sad. So, like I said, in light of the recent developments, in light of the the subpoenas coming out last night, we get to see them. This takes new interest. This takes new importance, new relevance of what's going on. And I figured it was time for me to share it. I wasn't going to share it before because I'll be honest with you, I knew Justin was chomping at the bit. Oh, how come Tenkar hasn't shared my lawyer letter? And then one of his troll accounts goes, I know, Tenkar got a lawyer letter.
No.
So, Justin, yes, I'm showing your lawyer letter. Yes, it will be available for any and all on the blog. Again, I'm in the Poconos. I'm not sure if I actually have access to my Dropbox account up here. I'd have to check. If not, I'll put up screenshots. But I have no problem with putting this stuff up because it is that farcical. And it is that sloppy an attempt to identify and intimidate witnesses in a legal action against Wizards of the Coast. You would think that you would stop stepping on your private parts. But I guess you do you. You do you. This is my one and only opportunity to correct the intentional, tortuous conduct. Well, I guess I'm correcting it because I am correcting the threat of tortuous conduct and saying, I think your threat is misdirected. I really do. I think that what you're actually doing with this letter is you're trying to interfere in another litigation. Go figure that one out. I would never have expected something like that from a mastermind. But there you go. All right, folks. I might be back again later today. There is stuff going on. God knows. Folks, we're in the midst of the endemic. I almost used the P word. Use your common sense. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice. Roll them well. I'll be back when I got more to share. God knows when. Woohoo.